Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Gex Enter the Gecko.
It's tail time.
It's tail time. My name's Brian, your host and commentator, and here we are doing all the bonus stages. Gonna be nabbing all the 12 golden
I've
remotes.
got 10 seconds to save the world.
I've got 10 seconds to save the world. Sean Connery reference, I guess, but here we are doing some Indiana Jones type of shit. All these bonus stages are going to do is having us just grabbing whatever goodies inside, like this is the green gems here, the jewels. You gotta get all of them, and then you gotta get the remote before the time runs out. Each one's, I believe, 3 minutes. I don't think there's a single one that isn't 3 minutes long, so we'll just do all of them in this one episode. You can just hop on these these target-looking platforms. There's 2 of them in this room. It's going to open up the next room. There's 25 of these gems that you want to snag in here, and then we'll be moving on to the next one. This one's pretty easy. This is the first one you unlock. In fact, I'm gonna do all of these in the order that you unlock, and you even see me have to have to open up the menu later on and check to see which ones are in which order. But this room has a few more of these platforms. This is like tier 2 of this platform hopping challenge. It ramps up the difficulty slightly on the platform target hopping. Nothing too wild. I look drunk when I'm playing this part, but I promise you I was not drunk during this part. Sometimes I'm struggling, man, when I'm controlling in these 3D platformers, you know. Sometimes I be just struggling, bruh. Sounding like a wildebeest, like Sean Connery, getting all these gems. Got 4 more in these hidden walls here. This one has 2 slots that open. Yeah, see, it turns like that. I'm like choosing the wrong one. I'm like, damn it. Yeah, there we go. Aztec 2-step. That wasn't too bad, right? 65 lives. We're gonna get to our 80 life mark. I promise you. Don't worry. I'm doing this in post recording, actually. This audio here. I'm trying it out in post recording, seeing how that goes. I want to try some with my mic and my recording setup in these headphones that I bought like 7 years ago. I want to say 6-7 years ago, because I wanted some PC headphones. And these were on sale for a really good price, so I ended up scooping them and then never really using them, barely using them. So I'm trying them out right now, and they're doing good for the sound. I don't have to worry too much about the mic volume, so I can kind of have it pick up better, you know, from further away, and not have the mic in my face, and not worry about turning my TV volume down to 10 or whatever.
It's tail time.
Here we go. You're gonna hear that a lot this episode too, by the way, is it's tail time. Like every fucking time he hops in something, it's tail time.
I am most certainly not in the vicinity of Kansas anymore.
Not even close to Kansas. This is kind of a tough one. I'm surprised they give it to you second, but it's a pretty good one though. It's one of the better ones. Basically, just have to go in all the doors and see which one is the correct one. Boom, there you go. Takes you to the next stage. And the whole thing about this is just keeping on, you know, like keep moving, do not stop. Don't get flustered. I already know that one doesn't work. We're going to this one. Boom, next height. Obviously, it's the one over the gap. They wouldn't have put a gap there if it wasn't the one over the gap. Boom, the banger right. It's a good jump, but it's not that one on the right. That's a tricky one. I actually remembered that it wasn't the one on the right. I hadn't done this stage in a little while. I did a practice round like maybe a couple weeks ago, back when I was recording stuff for this, but I was like, you know what, I think I could just pull this off. See, I dropped there, don't worry, just get right back on up. Just keep on moving. We got the double doors, the double D's, the double doors, ooh. Let's see, which one? Wrong one. Okay, heading to this door. Fuck it. Oh, wrong one again. Must be this one. Boom. Look at that. Look at that. I even have a solid drop right there, but it doesn't matter. 3 minutes is plenty. Only 11 skulls left. There is a extra life, which is right in that door below. Oh, I missed the skulls, but I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to go get the life. Since I'm here, might as well. In case I grab the skulls and mess it up. But yeah, there we go. That puts us at 66. Only a few, I think only 2 of these bonus stages actually have extra lives in them, so I don't know. Now that I think about it, this one and then the outer space one. There might be another one with an extra life that I just don't know about. I got lucky on that one. I slid off, grabbed it with the tongue. Drop on down, snag those, boom. Just look at all this hibbity hopping around. I'm crazy for that one.
It's tail time.
It's tail time. Gex said it best, man. It's tail time. Did that with a minute remaining, and here I am checking that side, see if there's anything over there. But nope. Got some cool pictures. Axe to the head, brain guy, and on the left that's just spooky dude. I don't know. I don't know these guys' names, these paintings, these Gex characters and the paintings. You see it slowly creeping there, and then gold remotes. This is where I think I checked to see which one's next. In Dragnet. And Dragnet has the best music for probably any level in this game. It's a shame that it's only used in this bonus stage.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's tail time.
And you'll get it, well, if you grew up in the 90s like I did. You know, I was born in 1990. So, Cops was a big show. I mean, it almost sounds like the Cops song. They get real close. Really good parody of it. Hilarious. I love it. What we want to do is start off by kind of grabbing these ones down here. There's a dead body. All right, go up there. I'm like laughing about a dead body. And then we go up here. You want to go up here on this side where the ropes are is the best way I can put it. So there's one end with ropes and one end without. We're on the rope end. Boom, rope end. Look at that. So make sure you grab all of these. Okay. And I think I'm deciding which rope to slide down. Yep, I get this one out of the way first. Good move. That doesn't take you all the way to the other end without the ropes. This takes you to the middle section of these, what are these called? Fire escapes? Yeah. Then we can snag all these ones in the middle. Fucking love this tune. Ban, 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 ban. I think that's all the ones on the ground now. Okay, so what I do is I head back up here. This is the rope side, remember? The dead body is how you can tell where the rope side entrance is. Just go all the way to the top. Now, I accidentally kind of goof and jump on the rope there a little sooner than I would have liked. That's all right. You can still recover. Yep, there's that one over there. We'll get that one. Don't worry. We'll get that one short. That's where I goofed up and grabbed the rope. That's where it was. And I'm like, fuck, all right, well, I just got to keep going. So this is the non-rope side. As you can see, there's not a whole lot going on this side. You can see Mushu Pork, that ugly motherfucker's driving the subway train, I guess, is the idea. So even despite that fuck up, though, there's enough time. Get these two, get that last one on the ground, and then just go back up the rope side and get those last three. It's basically the best way to do it. Ban, ban. This would have been cool if this was like a level theme, an actual level theme instead of just a bonus stage. I think that would have been pretty neato burrito. And look at that, that's where it drops me. I'm like, what? I was like, ooh, all right, don't make that same mistake. There you go.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. At least he didn't say tail time. Or it's tail time. Ugly motherfucker, Mushu there. Being an ugly motherfucker. And I was trying to look at I wanted to get a view of the front, but it doesn't let me change the camera angle there, unfortunately. Bam. In Dragnet. Nice. Alright, the spy who loved himself.
Tail time.
Yep, we already know, Gex. We know. You don't have to say it every single time. I should have turned his ass off 10 episodes ago. Alright, so we got some suitcases here. And these breakable terminals near where this green fly is. Gonna make ourselves quite a climb up to the top here. This is one of the tougher ones as well, I would say, for sure. I don't know if this one's tougher than the haunted house one. This one actually has like real viable death I guess, in it where the other one doesn't. And maybe that's why they put it so early. Is they're like, hey, it's just more of a puzzle. You know, you do it enough, you'll be able to get. It's not like you can run out of lives on that haunted mansion door one. This one, you can die. You can fall into that acid pit. They wouldn't give you a fly. Like, it would have been a life fly. It wouldn't have been a green fly if you couldn't die. Green fly, because you gon' die. Or you might die, not gon' die. If you gon' die, that's up to you. This is kind of the easy part, though. You can kind of... It gives you enough time, the lasers, just getting in between them. See? Ooh, I missed that one, though. Amateur, man. Amateur hour. I need to grow up. Then we're just heading on in. This is the media dimension music. It's like spy music. And last one, because we nabbed those 4 earlier, we don't have to get the other 4 on these conveyor belt or whatever that is. I don't even know if that's a conveyor belt technically or what the fuck that thing is that those mechanical sharks are floating on, gliding around on. Really cool scene here, the vault. Boing. Get ourselves a nice little costume change right here.
Say hello to the floor.
I love it. There we go. Get the disco suit out. Oh yeah, there's an extra life up here. That's right. So there's, or not an extra life. There's another one of these. So it's nothing then. There could be 2 more if you're missing 2 more. It's like, hey, there's a thing up here you can break for them. I guess you break that too. That's right. I forgot about that. Break the lamp for extra ones in case you miss them. I really struggle with this part, but it shouldn't be this difficult. There we go. Yeah, there we go. I'll figure it out eventually. Looks like there's a dartboard over there. The entrance door. Or some. Yeah, tail time. What time is it, Gex? I'm gonna start asking that every time we enter a level and get a gold remote. We're like, what's that, Gex? What time is it? 1 more gold remote, by the way, and we unlock that second special stage. We just unlocking them boys this episode. All 3 of them, actually. All 3 of them fools up there. Trouble in Uranus. This is another part where I think I stopped because it's not this one, and I sort of remember that. I'm like, I don't think this was the one that unlocked first. Yeah, I got the reruns and then Trouble in Uranus. I keep accidentally pausing instead of hitting the back button. I got the reruns. Collect 99.
Ladies and gentlemen, the new fall TV season.
Yes, this one just has 99 TVs sort of scattered about. Nothing wild. Nothing wild. Just gotta, I don't know. I don't even know if there's really any gaps you gotta jump over. There's no enemies you gotta deal with, from what I remember. I don't think any of these bonus stages actually, well, no, that's true. That's not true, because we just had enemies in the one prior to this. And then one of them kind of has enemies, but at the same time, it, like, nah, they're enemies, fuck it, yeah. I just shot myself in the foot very early on. I already knew there were a couple of them with enemies. But just make sure you grab all the TVs, hop on this, takes you to the other side. If you need to go back, you can just hop right back on that bad boy and ride it all the way over. Kitty TV, you got all these TVs laying around. This is, man, I miss Gex. This is a super nostalgia trip for me, like going back, playing this game all the way through, especially now that I'm in my mid-30s now. It's like, it's a different way to experience the game compared to being a kid playing this game in, like, you know, the late 90s, early 2000s. So when I got PS1 in 97, I think, because it came with Final Fantasy VII, and that came out in 1997, so it was at least after Final Fantasy VII came out that we got a PlayStation 1. It's around that time we got our N64 as well. I think we got about both of them at the same time. But yeah, playing this when I was like 10 years old compared to playing it, you know. Let's see, we'll say I was playing it. I remember playing it very vividly. So I don't know if we got this, because we got a bunch of games when we got our PS1. And that's how I ended up being like a 7-year-old. As the oldest child, I ended up being a 7 or 8-year-old with games like Final Fantasy VII. But my mom like knew someone, I think that she worked with, that wanted to sell all their old shit. So they did, you know. They wanted to sell all their video game stuff, so bought all the games with it. It's also how we got our Nintendo, our NES, just a regular Nintendo Entertainment System. Sold that along with it too.
It's tail time.
Yeah. There we go. Pretty easy little run through there of that stage. Nothing crazy. It's just a bunch of them. I think that one has the most collectibles in it out of all the bonus stages, I would reckon. I would gather. There we go. 70 lives. So we got to that pretty easily. Unlocked the second special stage. What did we call the beginning of this? Was it 70 lives or was it 75?
It's tail time.
I think it was 70 lives, but I don't really remember. But regardless, I think we upped it to 75, and then I was like, let's do 80 instead. So this is a tough one. Well, not a tough one, but this one, this bonus stage sure made my butt cheeks clench. Ooh, let me tell you, all these jumps over these gaps, all this like non-flat surface that you're running around on, the janky ass platforming controls. This is another stage with a extra life. This is that space one that I mentioned earlier. So we got the space one, the horror one. I think those are the only two with extra lives in them. I really do. I can't think of another. I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to shoot my foot or shoot myself in the foot. I don't want to shoot my foot just yet. Hey, I don't want to shoot my foot at all in any circumstance, literally or figuratively. I'm trying to avoid that shit. There we go. 25 in this first section. Camera angles give me a real go round, but hey, we made it through, folks. This is where it's a little like, having to hop up there, snag that. The controls are not that great. So, like, for you guys, it's probably, you're watching it and you're like, man, this is some sluggish-ass play. I think that's a robot from Lost in Space, reference to that robot or something. Right? Isn't that the robot from Lost in Space? But this shit does not control well. So for me, I'm like sitting there like, oh my god, I'm going to fall in every single pit that I come across. I'm a scaredy cat. I just walked. Look at that pit. There's that gap there. I just ran across it, and that caught me off guard. I wasn't ready for that. But you got those signs over there. That's funny. Apparently, we're closer to Los Angeles because it's like 6 million light years away. Or San Francisco, not Los Angeles. And New York is 1 million. So 6,000 light years, and New York is 1 million away. So we are on the west coast of space, I guess. Now that robot is flying around, right? That Danger Will Robinson motherfucker's flying around. Right there, he passes by and he can hit you. Like, he can, if you jump that gap when that robot's flying by there, it'll like knock you into the pit below. And it's, I don't know, just look out for that. I didn't have to deal with it. We were able to catch his goofy looking ass in the cutscene, so I knew I had plenty of time to get there. But yeah, if you hop over that gap, sometimes he'll bump your ass and you just fall right into the pit below, and you're like, damn, I did all that for nothing. Because this motherfucker just floats on by, defying the laws of gravity. I didn't see any jetpack on him. I didn't see any thrusters or spacey smoke clouds, some shit. What time is it, Gex?
I know what you're thinking. It's tail time.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, of course, like, when I ask him that, then he does, like, the weird version of it. Got this one. I'm gonna hop on up here. This is a pretty tough one. This one has a lot of possible insta-death situations here. No enemies, though. So you don't have to worry too much about that. Actually, I'd rather deal with the enemies than the fucking platforming. The pits underneath. Not so much the, I don't know. Just with how janky this shit is. I guess just any platforming. I mean, this shit was the tits back in the day, you know? Don't get me wrong. It's just kind of rough because he can only move in 8 directions, you know, compared to Mario being able to move in like a full 360-degree motion. It's one thing the N64 controller did better for sure. That joystick, that analog stick, definitely had a better one for movement.
I'll beat this level, but in an hour I'll be hungry for
I think Gex still only had an 8-directional movement in the N64 version. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure he did. Just because that's how the game was designed, and ooh, I get lucky right there. Yeah, my heart probably skipped a beat. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I'm trying to recall, but yeah, that looked like a moment where I would have been like, and I had to stop and pause and reevaluate things, you know. And right there, that camera, I remember that. I was like, whoa. I was like, that camera angle almost got me killed. That shift, I didn't, like, it just changed. And then this, when you're going forward, it just stops you and, like, stops your momentum of going forward, so you just fall right into the pit with less momentum. Oh, I don't know. Scary shit. Scary shit that's why I'm here. I'm here to warn you about this stuff so you don't fuck up like I have in the past and end up eating shit on some of these deaths. Some of these death traps. I don't know what to call them. 2 more gold remotes to go, though. 2 more. And you need to do these 2 in order to unlock this final stage, because the final gold remote besides these that you get for defeating Rez, the final boss of the game, that golden remote you don't actually ever get. You get 98% completion when you know, because like theoretically when you defeat him, you then get that final gold remote and you get 100% completion, but the game never saves after having defeated him. So next time you load your game, it's going to be at 98% no matter what. So you're stuck doing it.
Screams up.
Ooh, so this is a bonus level with only 2 minutes, and it has enemies. So this one you want to hit that, you want to spin that thing, right? Boom. And then if you can get 2 of these spiders in every go, you should be pretty fine. Right there I made up for the only getting 1 spider on the last attempt. But basically hit this. Usually the right side's going to be your better one. You kind of, once you gauge the, ooh, I got all 3 on that one. Once you gauge the patterns of the speedy space, or speedy cyber spiders rather, we're not in space.
This is from Mr. Sinatra.
Then it becomes a little easier. Trying to get that bug. So like right here I would go to the right because one appeared on the right. Usually you want to go to the side where the lower speedy cyber bug appears. Speedy cyber spider. On that one it appeared on both of them, so I just kind of went with the left. Probably should have gone for the right. Hindsight's a bitch. See, again, this time I went for the right though, and then I fell in, and then I fucked it up. Oh man, I do remember struggling for a little bit here. I had a pretty damn good start. I remember thinking that. I'm like, man, I had a pretty good start. What happened? But that's alright. We do it, folks. We pull it off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, tail time.
So you're getting some good stuff, all 3 on that one. This one, all 3 of them spawned on the right.
Night,
so that's a no-brainer. But sometimes you gotta just give up. You know what's gonna get away. So just let it go and start heading back to that spinner. That's really it. That's all there is to it. I can't really give too much else as far as advice. Yeah, it always ends you with this like final single one that you need to get. It's really weird. The gold remote appears right in the middle. Oh man. I know I was getting a little scared on that one. I was like, I'm missing him. 12 seconds. Eat my bug first, just to taunt this stupid bonus stage. Alright. Well, folks, you know what that means. There's only 1 left. And it's a fun one. It's a bit of a Easter eggy bonus stage, I guess you could say. You'll see what I mean. It's cool, you know, it's one of those things the developers put in there just for funsies. They make it pretty easy to Well, I guess maybe not too easy to get. You do have to get like all the silver emotes in order to unlock it, or you need to get 27 of them at least. I can't remember if you needed all 27 or all 28, or if you only need 27, because you unlock a bonus stage every 3 remotes, right? So yeah, I think you only need 27 of them. And there you can see I was going the wrong way. I was like, oops, this is the intro area. We got to get through the blue gate and start heading towards the end area. And then here I accidentally jump over, so I did a cut instead of me going all the way from the beginning back here and having you guys watch that. You're welcome. Anyways, let's go over here. Chips and dip.
I know what you're thinking.
Chips and
It's
dips.
hip.
This is multiple dips. It's French onion. It's probably salsa, guacamole, cheese, some
I should have
queso.
just been a Maytag repairman.
Should you? I don't get that reference. No idea what that is. But yeah, just hop on up here, grabbing all these voltage items. Let's move this mic back a little bit closer. There's gonna be a lot of vertical. This is one of those vertical stages. God, I hate my vertical stages. I always prefer them horizontal ones. A lot more fun to navigate.
Change the lint filter.
There's a few good vertical stages out there, but Gex does not have good ones. There you go. Gex does not have good vertical stages. And here I kind of struggle a little bit. I'm like running around. This is a good spot where you can drop down and get these 6, and it's a good thing I did that because I kind of make a big mistake later on. There's plenty of these to get. You can miss a lot of them, so you don't have to worry too much about that. This is kind of a confusing part. There are 2 gaps. This is where I get confused. I'm like, wait a minute, what? But there's a gap above it. You have to, yeah, right there. And I end up flying past it. Stupid camera angles. There we go.
For me? You shouldn't have.
We'll just continue on up. Nerds at play, Mag Daddy. We're starting to see the pictures now. The music changes once you get to this point. See? Yep. Mac Daddy was the first one that we saw.
One for me and
But there's
one
all the
for
developers.
me.
Got pictures of all the developers. Sign saying over there. Now there are voltage boxes that you can grab on the way down, and I miss. Look at that! I completely fall to the bottom and miss all of them. But there are a bunch on these steps that you can grab on the way up, and this is what I end up having to do. That's totally fine, you know. Just saves a little time if you get the ones on the way down, I think. I snag that, and I just hop across here, grabbing these last 2. Just for good measure, make it nice and easy without that bouncy upgrade. Gets us to 75 lives. Boom, there we go. I love it. I love it. Alright, this is the last stretch right here, folks. Gotta do like a spiral bounce. So it's cool. They had, you know, putting all these pictures. I don't know, it's cool stuff. It's good stuff. But with that, folks, we get to our final golden remote. Actually, on this last bounce up here we do.
All this technology
And over the next few episodes, we're gonna do those secret unlockable stages. So yeah, I'm gonna thank you all for watching. Well, here, let's get it. Yeah, my name is Brian, and hopefully I will. Well, actually, I think this goes a little bit longer. I was about to close it out, but I'm like, I'm pretty sure that I get in front of the bonus stages. Dun, dun. I'm like, I'm gonna ride my way back, and then I'm like, wait a minute, I can just jump into the abyss and go right back to the beginning where those unlocked stages are. So yeah, I do go up there. Alright, here we go. Now for the outro. Thank you all for watching. My name is Brian, and hopefully I will see you in the next one.